Academy Lady Raiders and coaching staff invite you to join them as we honor the 21 senior Lady Raiders. We want to congratulate these seniors on an outstanding career at Jackson Academy. And now we'll announce individual seniors. Get ready, folks. These girls have done a lot in their high school career. Our first senior is Gracie Code. Gracie is the daughter of Sarah and Joshua Code. Gracie also played varsity volleyball and was named Most Improved and received the Lady Raider Academic Award. She also plays club volleyball for Infinity Volleyball Club and plays Cokie Beach Volleyball. Gracie serves as co-president of the JA Cooking Club and the JA Spinach Club. Gracie is a Gertberg Scholar and member of the Cum Laude Society, Nu Alpha Theta, National Spanish Honor Society, Rho Kappa Society, National English Honor Society, and Gracie has received the Spanish 2 and 3 Award, the Honors English Award, the ACT Excellent, the Presidential Award, and Academy Honor Roll. She can think, I can't even talk. Gracie is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and serves as president of the Young Women in Excellence Youth Program. Gracie enjoys spending her free time. Come on, Gracie, don't have any free time. Baking, cooking, reading, finding new music, and babysitting. Gracie Code. Our next senior, Ava Cooley. Ava is the daughter of Chris and Mona Cooley. In addition to basketball, Ava is a member of the track team and soccer team, where she serves as a captain and made the All-Star and NAIS Division I teams. She's an FCA leader, student body treasurer, and member of the Latin Club, the SAG Club, and Environmental Activism Club. Throughout her JA career, Ava has been recognized for academic achievements such as Cum Laude Society, Honor Roll, National Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Nu Alpha Theta. Ava is a member of Yahweh United Methodist Church, where she is actively involved in her youth group and church-led service projects. She loves spending free time walking the dog with her parents, watching movies with her sister, and spending time with her grandmother, Ava Cooley. Our next senior is Elena Roberts. Elena is the daughter of Colleen and Stan Roberts. In addition to being on the Lady Raiders basketball team, where she has earned player with the most heart and most improved awards, she is a member of the tennis team, where she serves as co-captain and was selected to the Max Preps All-State team. Won 3 individual championships and 9 team championships, and she was in the top 10 for the cross-country team. While off the court, Elena has focused on her academics and achieved honors such as membership into the Cum Laude Society, Academy Honor Roll, National Honor Society, English Honor Society, Nu Alpha Theta, and Rho Kappa Honor Society. Elena is a member of Christ United Methodist Church, where she has been a D group leader for 3 years. In her free time, Elena likes to watch The Weakest Link with her family, baking with friends, and rehashing basketball games with her grandparents. Elena Roberts. Our next senior, Emma Roberts. Emma is the daughter of Stan and Colleen Roberts, and she would like to give a special shout out to her grandparents, Jim and Ruth Jorgensen, and Stanley and Janice Roberts, who are watching on live stream today. As a member of the Lady Raiders basketball team, Emma was selected to an all-tournament team at Harding Academy and the 5A state tournament, as well as player of the game at the Alpha West Jones Christmas Classic, and had the most three-pointers for the 2019-2020 season. When not on the basketball court, Emma has been on the tennis court as co-captain for the JA tennis team, where she is a 4-time team captain. four-time individual champion, finalist for the MAC Press Tennis Player of the Year, and #1 tennis recruit in the Mississippi for the class of 2021. Emma has earned numerous academic honors, such as her selection to the Cum Laude Society, Academy Honor Roll, National Honor Society, English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and Rho Kappa Honor Society, the Science Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society. Emma is a member of Christ United Methodist Church, where she has been a Duke Group leader for 3 years to 8th grade girls. Em enjoys spending time with Avery in the weight room, winning horse, and physical therapy. Emma Roberts. Our next senior, McKenna Smith. McKenna Grace Smith is the daughter of Terry and Brent Walker. McKenna is also a member of the Jackson Academy track team. McKenna is an active member of several clubs, including the Cooking Club, Spanish Club, and the Paintball Club. McKenna is a student athlete that received recognition as an honor roll student. She is a member of New Zion Baptist Church and enjoys spending her free time hanging with her friends, sleeping, and going to McDonald's. McKenna Smith. Our next senior, Emily Thompson. Emily is the daughter of Zach and Crystal Thompson. As a member of the Lady Raider basketball team, Emily was named to the 2025A All-Conference team, was recently named the Clarion Ledger Player of the Week, and currently shares the JA Lady Raider team record for the highest field goal percentage of shots made at 90%. In addition to basketball, Emily is a member of the JA track team and soccer team, where she received the Raider Award and was named the NAIS All-Star team. Emily is a member of the Paintball Club, the Cooking Club, Habitat for Humanity, Frisbee Club, and has also been named to the JA Honor Roll for her academic achievements. Emily is a member of St. Philip's Episcopal Church and member of Church EYC Group. In her spare time, she enjoys painting her nails, hanging out with friends, shoe shopping, and eating. Emily Thompson. Our next senior, Natalie Thompson. Natalie is the daughter of Zach and Crystal Thompson. During this season as the Lady Raider basketball player, Natalie has recently been named as Clarion Ledger Player of the Week and currently holds the team record for most three-point shots made in one game, which is 6 against Christian School. In addition to basketball, Natalie is a member of the JA soccer team and football team, where she received the Scott Ranking Award. She's a member of the Paintball Club, Cooking Club, and Habitat for Humanity, and has been named to the JA Honor Roll for her academic achievements. Natalie is a member of St. Philip's Episcopal Church and a member of Church EYC Group. She enjoys fishing, kneeboarding, and hanging out with friends. Natalie Thompson. Our final team there, Demi Williamson. Denise Williamson is the daughter of Denise Brittenham and the late Charles Williamson. In addition to playing for the JA Lady basketball team, Denise is a member of the JA track team. She also participates in several clubs, such as the Cooking Club, Spanish Club, the Paintball Club, and the Chess Club. Demi works hard off the court on her academics, achieving recognition as an honor roll student. She's a member of Anderson United Methodist Church, where she serves as an usher. When not playing sports or studying, Demi enjoys sleeping, shopping, and hanging out with her friends. Ladies and gentlemen, year 2020. On the basketball court, these girls have a record of 78-15. They finished 46-4 at the Raider Dome and have an overall conference record of 25-2. They won a state championship in 2019 and will start postseason play February 18th, going after their 12th state championship. The coaching staff and team would like to express their appreciation to each of these players for their dedication, loyalty, and sacrifice that they have made throughout their 3 years of varsity basketball. These ladies have proven that through hard work and leadership, every goal is attainable. We would like to thank you for the success you have given the program. Congratulations to these seniors on an outstanding career. Your senior class.
And all y'all just hold right there. We have one more presentation to make. Today was a very special day for these Lady Raider seniors. I know St. Joe left, but thanks so much to St. Joe for last second notice fulfilling this girl's team's dreams to play one more game on this court. We thank you, St. Joe. We appreciate you very much. So there's one other individual who has also had his last game here at the Raider Dome, and Mr. Bruce Summerall. He has been doing this job for 19 years, off and on, around 500 to 600 games worth of calling these young ladies and, if they were here, these young men's names at the Raider Dome. I've been privileged to be a part of almost every one of those games. And Bruce, of course, loves these kids like they're one of his own. If anybody remembers senior night when Deja was here, obviously he barely made it through it. We barely made it through it, but he is emotionally invested in these kids' lives. So you need to know that as parents. He loves each and every one of these kids that plays this sport and enjoys this job, but is going to enjoy being a grandparent even more. And so we have a couple of gifts for you. First from the students. Where's Isabel? She has a signed basketball from the student body. This is about Island. And then Athletic Director David Sykes has a gift as well for you that we appreciate all the work you've done here at the Raider Dome. Let's hear one more time for Mr. Bruce Summerall. And now I think we're going to senior pictures time. Is that right? Senior pictures? All the seniors? Okay. So that was fun. If Terry, if you need to go, we're good on the radio side of things. WTWZ Radio, our radio affiliate. We appreciate all the hard work you've done too, my friend. And the seniors are still taking some pictures, and so we're going to try to see if we can grab them here in a minute. There's a good shot of them. And my daughter's going to go over and track them down and definitely get Emma. We'll start with Emma, and then we'll work our way down and just communicate to them that we want to talk to all of them. Okay. So we're going to have a spot here for all these young ladies to come down and have their biggest fear realized of having to put on a headset and talk to us.
There's worse things in life.
That's true. But, boy, what a cool moment there. I'm honored that they asked me to present that to Mr. Bruce Summerall.
Yeah.
He's been a part of this building for a very, very, very long time. I don't even know if I could put 19 varies in there. I didn't realize he had done it for 19 years until he told me.
I don't either.
And I don't even remember the year he came to JA, but I know that he's been an integral part of this faculty, staff, and an integral part of this JA family for sure for a long time.
Yeah, of course, I mean, you can, a couple times he nearly got cracked up over there and emotionally just talking about these kids, and very similar to what we deal with here, the Raider Network. You get emotionally invested in their lives, and they become an extension of your family. So kudos to Bruce Summerall and what he means to the Jackson Academy family. So
McKenna's excited. So we're gonna spend some time here on since it's a Saturday. We got nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. I mean,
so we're gonna talk to these girls here in just a few moments. You okay? Did you get Dusty in here again?
I did.
Sorry, I had to go switch them. I forgot to turn this camera on. I realized, wait, you're not gonna be able to see their faces if we don't switch those cameras. So a little tired there on the old sprint around the bleachers. So. And I misspoke earlier because I forgot to add 2 to one of those numbers. The Raider Dome is 46-4.
Wow.
I screwed that up. It was 44-4 before Friday night. And then now they're going to fight. It's a rarity. They're actually fighting for the microphone. It doesn't happen very often. So, sure, why not? You got to go to see her first.
Break.
Okay, thanks. Thanks so much for your thoughts, McKenna. As long as it's not a 20-minute conversation, Jan. Oh, boy. So, all right, we will, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we will have conversations with the Lady Raiders seniors here on the Raider Network. Stay with us.
All Britain's Jewelers.
When words alone are not enough, give the gift that shows how much you really care. A diamond from All Britons. At All Britons, every diamond is inspected by our gemologist for its color, cut, and clarity. So regardless if you choose a round, oval, or cushion-cut stone, you will always get the best diamond value at All Britons. Engagements, anniversaries, or just because. Mississippi's foremost diamond merchant since 1920 is All Britons, your diamond store.
All Britain's Jewelers.
We're calling bull on wireless carriers. They talk about great deals, but if you need 1 or 2 lines, look out. AT&T, 1 line, $60. Verizon, $90. That's bull. At C Spire, each and every line is $45. That's the new C Spire Real Deal plan. 10 gigs, $45 per line with autopay. No bull. The real deal. C Spire.
Dean & Dean Associates Architects. In 2019, the firm proudly celebrated its 70th anniversary with an impressive history of designing award-winning buildings in 31 states across the U.S. Here at home, they are excited about the recent completion of projects such as the Horn Building, Mississippi Premier Plastics, Priority One Bank, Renaissance Phase 2, and they look forward to the soon-to-be-completed Ridgeland City Hall. For leading-edge design and personalized services on your next building project, call Dean & Dean Associates Architects, proud supporters of JA Athletics.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
We are visionaries. We are healers. We are motivators. We are specialists. We are advocates. We are creators. We are entrepreneurs. We are JA alumni, and we're shaping the future.
You want to bring the heat? Prove it. With carbs to help fuel muscles. And electrolytes to help replace what you lose in sweat. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Every one of us is an inspiration to someone. For it is true, it is not what we take, but what we leave behind. So always remember, someone is looking up to you.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, contact the Meeks Agency.
Welcome back to the Raider Dome, where we are patiently awaiting the return of, and we will be patiently awaiting for a while, because the Lady Raider head coach Jan Sojourner has taken them into the locker room and asked if she could speak to the team first, and so I guess that leaves us a second or two to.
Who does she think she is?
I mean, what is
does
she,
she
the head
not
coach
know who
or
we
something?
are?
Seriously, we are the Raider Network, for crying out loud. I didn't update the standings last night. There was only one game that was played in the conference on the girls' side, and the J girls are 6-1 now. Prep did not play, so that puts Jay's magic number at 3 as well, by the way, with 3 games remaining. So obviously, if they win out, they will secure one of the top 2 seeds, period. Now, as far as being the 1 seed, they'll have to not only win out, but also beat Prep by more than Prep beat them, which was 3 in overtime. It doesn't have to be in overtime, by the way. We can
please not.
We can certainly solve that in regulation, folks. But anyway, that is the game and here's what the schedule looks like for those of you who don't know. Here are the last 2 weeks of the season. Next week, it will be JA at Park Lane, and it will be a varsity boys only match. Right now, Park Lane girls are going through COVID protocol. There are currently 7 team members that have COVID. Not that are out because of anything, but they have been diagnosed with it. So that means more than likely you won't see that game made up.
No.
Because Park Lane, the JA and Prep games they missed, those aren't the games that they're going to probably win anyway. So they need to make up the games they missed against Capaya and the teams that they could potentially beat and move up some spots in the standings. So, because right now they're 4th in the rankings there. So thoughts and prayers. Josh Bass was here tonight, the head coach of both boys and girls teams, and I talked with him, and he was like, yeah, we're struggling, man. It is. We're trying our best to see if we can, in the last 2 weeks, maybe get enough together to play and get some of these games. If the Prep or
is there anything that would throw a wrench into it to where they don't compete in the 5A state championship?
I don't think so. I think they would just set the seedings. I think that's what they would do.
Because then that really then the top 2 seeds. Say if you only have 5 teams, then the 1 seed's the only one that gets the bye.
Well, no, because they've had that before. I think they would still give those 2 the bye, and they would only play 1 play-in game.
Okay.
That's probably what would happen. But anyway,
Yeah, that would be correct.
1 playing game, and then 1 team would already be in the semi. Or 3 teams would be in the semi.
3 teams would get a bye.
Anyway, so next Tuesday, here's what looks like it might happen. Prep at MRA, Jay at Park Lane, like we mentioned, and then Capaya at PCS. That's all in girls and boys action, but again, Jay at Park Lane will only be a varsity boys game. Thursday, MRA is at Capaya. Friday, and that's a makeup game, that MRA Capaya game already. That's already a makeup contest, and that's a girls only, I believe. And then on Friday, Copiah is at Jackson Prep, PCS is at Park Lane, and now JA will be at Hillcrest. And that is a non-conference game, but it's a game for Coach Brooks to be able to get the guys a game against a very quality opponent, number one.
Very good team.
And something that they struggle with is what we talked about this afternoon, and that was they struggle against really athletic teams.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not a knock on them. That's just that so far is something that they've struggled with this year. So a great chance to get a game that doesn't count in the standings. It doesn't hurt you if you lose it. It's just a great learning opportunity getting closer and closer to the postseason. Here comes McKenna, of course. And then Tuesday, the following week, it'll be JA at Prep, and then Friday, JA at MRA.
Yeah.
So those are the games coming up. And McKenna was here, and now she's gone again. So she'll be back at some point as she takes some family pictures.
Of course, there's Emma. If we could go ahead and.
Yeah. McKenna might be hurt by hurt feelings that we didn't go first. So she may have already claimed her top spot. Yeah, here she comes. Yeah, come on. Let's go. Yeah, you can wear your hat. No, put this on first, then the hat. Yeah. All right, so we've got McKenna now. She's courtside with us. Yep, we're just going to go straight in, and it'll be right on Emma. All right, you're there. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay. So you're trying to go headset and hat here.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah, it's okay. You can hold it there. Oh, there you go. That's a very debonair look. All right, so tonight was senior night. And I think the one thing that Tommy and I said was, and what you told me in the interview was, you wished you had made that decision earlier to be a Lady Raider. After playing a full year now with the Lady Raiders, you still feel the same way?
Absolutely.
That's all we get, just absolutely?
Yeah.
Expound on that. Talk about it.
Yes, it's very fun playing with them. They get up and down the court. They play defense with me. And they're just like a good environment to just be around. Like yesterday I was in such a bad mood. I have no clue why. I was just in an awful mood. And like every single girl on the team walked up to me and was like, "Are you okay?" And you know when you're upset you don't want to be asked that. But I was like,
Absolutely.
"Yeah." But all of them, every single one of them were like my family and came up to me, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" And it's just amazing.
And how do you, the transition from Copiah, where you were pretty much the one, and then coming here where you've got a stable full of really good athletes in girls basketball, pretty much in girls sports all over this campus. How was that transition for you?
It was, I think what helped me a lot was in AAU, it's basically the best girls from each school playing together. So you kind of can't play on your own.
Yeah.
And so, oopsie. And so that helped me, but coming here, I kind of just, at first it was in the back of my head when I wasn't shooting good, I was like, because at Copiah, if I didn't shoot good, it was hard for us to get a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when I moved here and then I wasn't shooting good, I was really down on myself. And Coach Surgener took me to her office. And I think it was against Bowling Green. I came out of the game crying, out of the locker room crying. And she was like, "You do realize that like when you're off, you have teammates that are on." And that's when I really realized, okay, if I'm not on good offensively, I can help them defensively.
It's not the end of the world.
Yes, it's not the end of the world if I don't have 20 points.
Right.
Do you think that playing as a Lady Raider helped secure your decision to play at the next level?
Absolutely. I don't even know if I honestly could have played at the next level because I had no defense. And like I told you in the interview, I had to find out real quick that you play defense or you don't get on the court. And so coaches really helped me, like, my defensive end a lot. And so.
What has been your message? I know you're only a one-year senior, but nonetheless, you are a senior. You're a leader on the team. What has been your message to the juniors and sophomores of this class?
Do not take it for granted. Do not take it for granted. Like, I still am, like, not fully, like, I still don't think that we only have, like, 4 games left. Like, it won't really hit me until that last game, and I don't touch the court again with these girls.
Oh. Well, it was a little dusty in here for us. What was it like watching for you, being friends with Emma and watching her get hurt, but then getting to watch her today hit the floor for one last time?
Oh, it made my heart happy. She deserves it. Absolutely deserves it. And I try not to cry. I'm not really like I'm kind of like Natalie. I don't really want to cry in front of everybody, but that made me tear up.
Yeah. This table over here was very emotional for sure. Well, it was a pleasure so far. I know we got a few more games to go with you, but it's been a pleasure to have you as a Lady Raider, McKenna Smith.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She's got the hat. She's done. And if you'll just go ahead and find us another senior and send them this way. Or we'll take Emma. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you sneak your way behind here? Here we go. So next up on our interview list is a young lady who probably thought not too long ago that she would never, ever, ever get to hit the basketball court ever again. So take us through. I'll be honest. I knew about this moment yesterday, and I knew you were going to start, but I couldn't say anything. So that's why I was kind of probing a little bit, feeling like, are you excited? Like, how do you feel? Are you nervous? What was it like finding out you're going to get cleared to play, and then you found out today you were going to get to start?
Well, I was really excited, and then I saw my points didn't count, but then I saw you counted my points.
Yeah, we did.
Absolutely.
And then I was happy.
They went in, so I counted them. In fact, I was holding up fingers like, you're missing 2 points. And I went, oh, that's what she just said to the board. I was like, why? They're not going to matter in this game. But anyway, so, yes, they counted, absolutely.
I looked in the locker room, and I was like, Lila, let's see how much your dad loves me. I know he does. And I looked, and you counted my points, and I was like, oh. Absolutely.
It had nothing to do with love. It had to do with the fact that you were on the floor when the game was happening, therefore your points counted. So, rehab, what has that been like with your knee?
I wouldn't say enjoyable, but it's not been bad. I just miss basketball.
How hard was the transition from being a starter, pretty much almost halfway through? Well, I don't even know if we got to the halfway point of her senior season before the injury.
Not quite.
Then you have to transition to still have the positive vibe and outlook and to be a leader for not just the rest of your seniors, but also the juniors and sophomores that are underneath you. How hard was that transition?
It was pretty hard, but it seemed like each person on the team did something to make me feel like I was still important, and so it made it a lot easier after that.
I'll never forget. I got to visit. It was the day of her surgery, which I still am shocked that she was even, I guess the drugs help. But I was like, Lila said, Dad, we need to go drop off a gift from the team. And I'm like, okay, thinking we're going to literally, here's a gift, goodbye. Like, we won't even get to see her because she's going to be so much pain. Because I had which way less pain, meniscus surgery. And
I hear that's pretty painful.
It was not fun, but nonetheless, what you went through still. Anyway, I walk in there, and they said, yeah, come on in. Elena's like, come on in. I was like, are you sure about this? And I walk in there, and there are 4 or 5 different girls and or boys players that are in her room. She's smiling, grinning from ear to ear, and I'm like, this girl just had surgery today. But that was the moment I knew that this team was pretty special, that they were going to be there for you no matter what. And even though you weren't a member you weren't going to be able to hit the floor anymore as a member of the team, you were still a strong member of the team.
Something fun Emily Thompson did is she put my number on her shoe the day after I got hurt, and that meant a lot to me. Natalie, I don't know, y'all know she got hurt. She did everything she could to distract me for the first few weeks. All the seniors were great. And then the juniors and sophomores, I mean, I probably had 7 of the sophomores come see me and all bring me something, which I love presents. So that was great.
Who doesn't love presents?
I know.
So speaking of gifts, a gift for you would obviously be to get to play college sports. And one of those, obviously, your biggest loves is tennis. I know you told me this, and I don't think you mind me sharing. I maybe even shared it on the air before, but getting injured made you even realize a little bit more, and your sister said the same thing, which is where it comes from. This family knows what it means to play and how important each game is. How much did it go to you as far as motivation to say, now I really have to push harder to try to get to that college level?
I guess it made me, I don't know. I can't think right now.
It's okay.
It just made me want to be able to get back out there and do it again. And I've almost always known I was going to play college tennis, but just wanting to be able to even just go out there and play basketball, whether I just play for fun or anything, has been what I've really just been working for.
Before she gets healthy, I'm going to play her in horse, so I'll have a chance to win. And then after you get healthy, we'll play a real game.
Oh, I'm healthy now. We can play.
She could beat me not healthy, by the way, folks, just so you know. Well, Emma, if you get to go back and watch this game, just know that there was silence after you left the court because we were struggling, just so you know. It was a little dusty over here, as we like to say in the old broadcast business. But it was a pleasure to watch you for even just 10 games this year. It was an honor to have you on the court.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Pa. Hi, JJ. Hi, Papa G. Love y'all.
Anybody else? That it?
Oh, I want to say thank you to one of Lila's grandmothers. I don't know. She didn't tell me which one, but they made me a basket when I got hurt.
Oh, probably miss her Nene, because Nene's a big gift giver. She loves doing that.
Well, thank you.
Yep. All right, that is Emma Roberts, and we will slide the mic on to another Lady Raider. Oh, she's already cringing. She's cringing. This was a great idea. This really worked out well. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Not a problem.
I know that was really a tough call on your part, right?
Yeah.
So now we are going to be joined by Miss Ava Cooey. Ava, dadgummit, I thought for a minute you were going to keep passing the ball instead of shooting the ball.
I'm not a fan of shooting.
I know, but we're like, there's the only zero up there is Ava Cooey. I need her to score. And then, so take us through, though, when it got to that moment and you did get the points and the reaction. What was that like?
It was great. Sometimes it feels like it's like she never scores, so it's like overdone. But since it was senior night, I felt like the reaction was good.
Oh, and
it was fun.
And you had 4 assists in the game as well. I mean, you kept passing up opportunities because you kept seeing either, I think all of Nene's point. No, was it Nene or was it Demi? Who were you kept passing to?
I think it was Demi.
It was Demi. She had 8 points. I think you had 4 assists. It may have been all to her. But what was it?
No, it was Gracie Coe.
That's right, Gracie Coe. You're right. What was it like, though, being a part of this team? I know you have season left still, but just describe what it's like being a part of a group of girls like this that are this close.
Well, they work so hard in practice, on the court, in games, just all the time. Like it's not a challenge. There's been times where it's been like, okay, let's focus, but they always work hard when they're in. So I think it's been fairly easy to win and to play hard.
And being a senior, I think we've asked every senior this year, the chemistry on this team. I mean, you've been a part of the program now for 3 years. The chemistry on this team seems to be just very tight-knit, very much a family.
Yes, it's like sisters, and sometimes we fight like sisters, but it's good because we're all in classes together, and then like the Thompsons and I have been in soccer together, and then most of us have been together since 7th grade, so it's just, I don't know, it's just we've spent years building what we have now.
So what led to the change of number? I mean, the Cooeys were 22 for the longest time, and then 15.
Well, in club soccer and every sport I've ever done, I've never had a chance to get a number over and over, so it doesn't really matter to me like it does to some people. So I just picked 15 because I've never had it before, and one of my numbers was 30, and it was half of 30, so I guess.
Good math.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming from this guy. Well, it's been an honor to be able to call your games these years, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thanks,
for
Ava.
the support.
Absolutely. That is Miss Ava Cooey, and we've got another Roberts sister. We've got another Roberts sister coming this way because they don't know this, but all these girls are University Art players with the most heart. And now joining us is Miss Elena Roberts. You almost fouled out on senior night.
I know.
Why are you sad?
It's senior night.
I know. But you have this young lady, and I'm going to tell on her for a minute. She actually said yesterday, she said, I'm just waiting for something bad to happen. And I said, why is that? She goes, because it's been so good. Like, everything's going so good. Everything's going great. And what did I say? You win this one tonight. Your sister gets a bucket. I mean, come on.
Oh, I didn't cry except when they called out Emma's name. That was the hardest thing.
So when as a starting lineup, why was it so hard?
Because she looked like she did last year.
Yeah. So you get a moment for her. You knew it at 1 o'clock this afternoon. You knew she was going to play first, but then you knew when you found out she was going to be a starter. What was that like?
Well, I don't know if they told you, but we made the decision. Well, it was Emily Thompson's idea.
Okay. She didn't tell me that.
And she came to coach and said, I've started the past 2 years. I would really like to have Ava start in my place.
Wow.
And then coach called us into her office and was like, Emily's doing this. Would anybody else like to do that? And I was like, me. And she was like, for Gracie? I was like, for Emma? Didn't know she was going to let me do it, but she was all in to do it. And, of course, McKenna wanted to give it up for Gracie, so it worked out really well.
Yeah, that shows you, Tommy, what this team is all about. It's friendship.
That's exactly right. And, of course, just all the kudos that you've had. You've won a state championship, your sophomore year. What does this team need to do over the next 3 weeks to prepare themselves to bring home another state championship?
I think we just really need to focus in on what we're doing. This is all fun, but I think a state championship would be more fun. And if we don't focus each practice instead of thinking about this, if that makes sense.
Absolutely does.
I should have done this for everybody. Your sister took the opportunity. Would you like to say hi to anybody that might be watching?
Yes, definitely my grandparents. I know they're watching at home, and with COVID, they can't come, but I really wish they were here, and I miss them.
Well, you can look at them and say right here. Look right in there.
Right
say
there.
hi.
Hey.
She's not shy at all. I mean, not at all. Well, congrats on another big win, and we'll look forward to watching you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You got
Thanks,
it.
Elena.
That is Elena Roberts. And now we will bring in Nat Ali Thompson, Miss NBN herself. For those that don't know, that stands for nothing but Nat. How you doing? Oh boy, it helps if I turn up the microphone. Hey, there we go. Amazing. I failed at my job only twice today now. So we found out the moments that everybody was going to be, that we didn't know it until just now when Elena just told us. I thought Coach had come up with the idea, didn't know that the team had come up with the idea to change the starting lineup. What does that tell you about your teammates?
We all really care about each other, and everybody wants to start on their senior night. And for some, like, it was Emily's idea to first go and see if one person could start for her, but we couldn't just do one person. We had to do everybody. So we told the other people, and everybody went along with it, and it was perfect.
Yeah, it was a perfect moment. Describe your emotions when you got to see that young lady put her first points in since being injured.
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. Ever since it happened, I've felt so bad for her, but she didn't want any of the pity. She don't want you to sit there and feel
sorry
bad for her.
Yeah.
So she's been trying really hard during practice on the bike. She wanted to run out so bad, but I'm glad she got to get in and start. I'm glad the other team let us do that too.
No doubt.
And of course, Nat, we've come up with the nickname that I'm sure you love. I'm sure you've got a T-shirt airbrush or something with NBN on it. But explain to me the mentality. I play 2, 1, 2, 3, kind of like you did. Seems like the nights that you are really on, it's almost guaranteed you're going to miss the first one or two threes. But then after that, it's like you settle it tonight. You missed your first one, got the second one top of the key, nothing but net, and it's like you have to get out, just get in rhythm, get that miss out of the way, and then start playing basketball.
And it happens a lot here, which I don't understand how that can happen because we practice all the time. But in other gyms, I usually I call it a practice shot. So I'm just always keep thinking, the next one's going to go in, the next one's going to go in. I mean, maybe if I start missing 5 or so, I might stop.
Yeah. Jan might ask you to stop. Well, the best thing is tonight, the first one went off, and Tommy and I both went, well, the next one's going in. Sure enough, it did. What has been one of your favorite memories about this year? Because it's been so different. It's not often you see 8 seniors. I mean, even looking down the line, you don't see that many even down the line necessarily. So how special has this year been as a senior class?
It's been amazing. I can't believe we've had this many seniors stay with it and keep playing. Because those practices are tough.
Yeah, everybody wonders why seniors quit. Well, just come to a Lady Raider basketball practice, you'll know.
But it's been amazing. It's been hard because of Corona. We couldn't travel or do any of that in the summer and stuff. But somehow we made it through, and we just all still connected and somehow made friendships.
So how excited are you to have the Hillcrest game this week instead of having a full 5 days of Jan Sojourner practice?
I'm so excited. I'd much rather
I knew
play
that
a
was
game.
going to be the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Practice for a week?
No, I would. No, I couldn't do it. The best part is I got to sit in on both of their interviews for the Clarion Ledger, and Emily gets asked the question, who's the better shooter? She deflects it. She's like, oh, no, it's Nat. Nat goes in, that's me.
It's me.
And then she said, who's the better scorer? She goes, oh, it's Emily. Like, she's like straight up answers, and Emily's all political and like, we're just the best. She's like, no, I know the answers. We're going to give her a hard time in a minute. Anybody would like to say, I mean, most of your family's here. Anybody you want to say hi to, though?
I want to say hi to my grandmother.
Do it.
Hey, Grandma.
There you go. Well, congrats on another victory, and we'll look forward to talking to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That's Natalie Thompson, and did we go right behind? We go back-to-back Thompsons. We've had 2 Robertses.
Twin.
And we got 2 Thompsons now on the microphone. I'll let Tommy lead this off.
Great senior night. Of course, you've been in the basketball program for a long time now. What is the legacy that you want this senior class to have when you come back and you're 25 years old, coming back for a high school reunion? What's the legacy that you want this team to have as your senior leaders?
Well, as a team, I want whenever I come back, I want the team to be family like we were.
Yeah.
Our team right now is just, we're so close to each other. It's like no separation
Yeah.
or anything. We're like all just like best friends, and I want it to stay like that.
So yesterday I asked Jan the question. I said, hey, any idea of who's going to be the starters for senior night? I'm just kind of trying to look ahead and get some stuff planned. And she said, yeah, she gave me the starters. I was like, oh. She goes, and nobody knows about that. And I went, okay, all right, I won't say anything. Not knowing that they already knew. And like this girl right here triggered the whole thing. When did it become for you the moment to say, I want somebody else to start my spot?
Well, like halfway through this year, I've always respected Ava so much because like she worked so hard and everything, and Gracie too, and Demi, but Demi started at the beginning of season too. So, but you know, I started last year, and so throughout this year, I just decided I was like I've had my fair shares of starts, and I think tonight would be like it would be the night that I let somebody else do because I have already had my time.
So the best part is we built this huge moment up for you on your last possession. We're like, oh, she gets the steal. And then she gets the turnover. We were like, no. But you're on the court, though, and you know that moment because she's pulling you off one by one. I don't know, what kind of emotions go through you knowing that you're coming off the floor for the last time?
All I can say is I cried so hard.
You were a little emotional.
Yeah.
Very.
Just a little bit.
Yes, it's quite embarrassing, but also it's like everybody gets it. Like, it's going to happen to everybody, and it's very, very sad knowing that I'm not going to play here again.
How sweet was it to watch Emma Roberts, though, get a chance to hit the floor and score a basket?
I started crying then, too.
We're going to have to cut our interview short here because she maybe start crying again. Well, good luck the rest of the way. And anybody, did you want to say hi to?
Hey, Grandma.
There it is.
I just want to say hi to Grandma.
That's back-to-back grandmas.
Back-to-back grandmas.
Some back-to-back sisters. Great job. You got it. That is Emily Thompson. And now we have another visit with our young lady from yesterday. We have to talk to her again. Because we're talking to every senior today. And so you're a seasoned veteran now at this, obviously, on back-to-back games, Miss Coe. But what, did you get a haircut? No.
A while back,
Okay.
a little bit.
Maybe it was pulled back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Girls' hair and me, and guys, period. We
well, at
recognize.
least you notice. It's been a week.
Okay, good. So you gave this look at this. I know this has nothing to do with basketball, but at the end of your thing that was being said, they said that babysitting was your favorite. You were like, no.
No. I said not for them. Not for them. No, I like getting paid for it.
Yeah, because that's not babysitting. That's just looking after your younger
exactly.
sibling.
That's right.
That's just a chore.
Because I kept telling my wife it's babysitting when I had to look after the kids when she went somewhere else, and she goes, no, that's not. That's being a parent.
That's
like,
right.
No.
And yeah, the other kids, like not my siblings, they actually listen to me, and they're nice.
Yeah. Other kids do. That's right. Siblings never do. Gracie did not do my Gracie did not do a good job of babysitting either. That lasted all of one time, and we were like, we're done with that. All right, on the basketball side, I mean, we see the fun right now being had by McKenna. I mean, this whole team, though, it seems like it's just a fun team to be around. So when you found out this whole deal about sharing the starting lineup and people giving up their spots, what was that like?
It was really heartwarming. It was McKenna that specifically gave me her spot. She wanted me to start in place of her, and I'm very easily brought to tears. So I started like tearing up, and I was like, "Thank you so much, McKenna," because McKenna just came here this year, and I've gotten to know her pretty well, and I just love playing with her, and that was just the sweetest thing.
Is there anybody funnier than her? I mean, everybody claims that somebody else is funnier, but
she's a clown.
I watch her, and right now she's over there having a solo time.
Her and Natalie together, they bounce off of each other like crazy. Oh, my gosh.
And how awesome was it tonight? You get your start as a senior. Your game mostly known for defensive and rebounding, and you pour in 8 points tonight. How awesome was that?
Pretty cool. I didn't even realize that was how many. I usually feel like I never score, so that's pretty cool.
Well, and it felt like every pass came from Ava Cooey.
From Ava, yeah.
We kept saying, Ava, you haven't scored yet. She keeps giving you the ball, though.
My partner in crime or whatever.
My partner in crime. I love it. So, congratulations on a fantastic senior night, and can't wait to see what's up these next 3 weeks.
Thanks.
That's Gracie Coe, folks. We've also got Demi coming up.
Is Demi the only one left?
Is that last? Yes. Demi and then Coach. That's it.
Wow.
Uh-oh. So Coach shut down the party. Oh, okay. Oh, she's got to finish her bite of whatever she's eating here. Don't worry, the camera's not on, so come on over here. We'll get you set. We won't turn the camera on until you're finished. So I really enjoyed that performance of This Girl's on Fire by McKenna, but apparently we had to change songs. I really wanted to see more of that. I didn't know we were going to have this extended postgame, but it has definitely been a lot of fun. Something we've never been able to do because we're always trying to get out, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and here we are in the middle of the day on a Saturday afternoon, and we get a chance to talk to all of these girls. And Demi, what for you, if you could sum it up in a sentence or word, whatever, what has this season meant to you as a senior?
Great. I enjoy playing with these girls. It means everything to me.
And when you found out that all of these girls wanted to give up spots for you guys to start, what was that like?
It was, it was amazing. Like, it showed that they actually care about us, and they actually don't just think about themselves, and they think about all of us and put their heart into the team.
And how special is the chemistry of this team?
It's very special.
I mean, and it's really because, usually you've got your seniors that are together, your juniors, but, I mean, the sophomores hanging out with seniors, junior, just the chemistry and the love of this team has been unlike anything I've ever seen before.
It's special. We get along a lot together, and you can tell by on the court. We play good together. We do everything that we can to come out how it's supposed to come out.
As a senior team member, you watch Emma Roberts, who only played 9 games before getting injured. You watched her come to school on crutches with brace, whatever, and then you get to see her put on a jersey tonight. What was that like?
I cried for her.
Absolutely.
It was shocking. We was hiding it from her all week that she was going to be starting, so we kind of knew, but she didn't know. But she kept on saying, I'm starting, and we'd be like, no, you're not starting, you're not playing, just to, like, make fun with her. And when she started today, she, like, hugged her sister, and it was, like, the sweetest thing ever to see.
Well, now a dance party's broken out. I don't want you to miss the cha-cha. So good luck the rest of the way. We'll look forward to talking again soon.
Thank you.
You got it. That is Demi Williamson. And we've got one more lady we want to talk to. Oh, boy, she's even dancing right now. You can even see her on your screen. Yeah, folks, that's Coach Jan Sojourner doing the cha-cha. We may just leave this on for a moment. We got Jan Sojourner on camera doing the cha-cha. There we go. That's a much better picture. I'll just enjoy this for a minute because we're not on the radio side, I don't think, anymore. I think you need to get out there, Tommy.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm good. I don't want to.
I don't know.
I don't want to embarrass my daughter.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't worry, Coach. We caught you on camera doing some. No, don't worry. We got it.
We got it on footage now.
We've got real live footage of Jan Sojourner cutting a rug. Coach, I feel like we're a broken record, but I've watched so many of your basketball teams. And still to this day, I've never seen a closer team, not only just on the floor, but what they did for each other. Because when you told me the starting lineup, you didn't give me the story behind the starting lineup. We just found out the story about what Emily Thompson started and the rest of these girls did for their teammates.
Yeah, it was pretty special. She just came to me and she said, Coach, I've been thinking about this, and I get a chance to start all the time, and I get to do that. And there's some girls that have been practicing and that I really respect, and I would love for one of them to be in my place. And I said, okay, then that'll be great. And when these other girls found out what Emily did, they just stepped right up and said, Coach, we'd like to do the same thing. And I said, that's great. I said, we can certainly make that happen. And it just kind of tells me exactly how they care about each other and what it means, just to be able to do things for their teammates. And I'll tell you, Emily, she's been playing since her sophomore year. To be out here her senior night and start, that's been a dream for her, and she was willing to give that up along with these other seniors, and that's pretty special, and everybody, all these girls understand that, and when these other seniors got a chance to start, I can tell you there were tears in the eyes in the locker room when I announced the starting lineup and had it written on the board. They were in there crying, and it was because of they were so appreciative of what these seniors did for them, and it's big to be able to do that.
Before Tommy gets to his question, I wanted to let you get a chance to talk about how special it was for what St. Joe did tonight for Emma Roberts.
Man, I tell you, Tommy Groves, has been a friend of mine for a long time. I've known him when he was coaching back at Forest Hill. We used to play in the Metro, and he would always just, just be so kind and help us in every area. He had some great Forest Hill teams, and we loved playing against them. And, in fact, he sent a couple of players over here said, they're going to go to another school. And, Jan, I've talked to him about your school and would love for them to come to JA. We can't take them at Forest Hill, and would love. And so they got a chance to come, and one of them was Mandy Dace, and it was, that was big for us, But he continues to give to us, and he did that again today. They didn't have a game today. I called him the first of the week when we found out we were not going to be able to play this game because Cathedral had canceled the girls' game. I said, well, let me just call and see if Tommy and them, they didn't have a game, but he said, Jan, I'll talk to our administration. If they're willing to let us do it, we'll be happy to come over. And so, sure enough, he called and he said, hey, Coach, if you can play it a little bit early, because they have a big function tonight at St. Andrews for a fundraiser. They're having it tonight. He said, if you can get us an early game, we'll be happy to come over and play because we're all supposed to be at that fundraiser tonight. I said, we can make that happen. And so he did that. And so, sure enough, when I talked about starting the seniors and the different ones, I said, what I want to do, Tommy, I said, I have a senior that tore ACL, and we want her to start tonight. Do you mind if we just send her down to the block and let us get the tip? We'll just pass the ball to her and just let her score. And he said, Jan, that is not a problem. This is senior night. It is not a problem. And that, please, do that. He said, I would love for that to happen. He said, I can make my girl stand still for that. I said, that's great. And so because of that, he was willing to just, however, to make these seniors a special night for them. St. Joe played a big part in that. And I'm so grateful to him and his team for doing that, because that was a real sacrifice for them, first of all, just to come over here on a Saturday afternoon. And he told me, he said, Jan, there's one of my players not here because she had already set up another tournament that she's supposed to go to. And she said it's not her fault because she had already had that set up. I said, absolutely it's not her fault, And so, just the sacrifice they made to come over here was huge. And just offering to just stand there and let Emma make that shot, was just big.
And Coach, for it to be senior night, how special was it tonight, the chemistry between Ava Cooey and Gracie Coe? 4 assists by Ava tonight. And also, do you ever have to beg Ava Cooey to shoot the ball?
Well, that's what I tell her. I go, my gosh, I've got girls out on the floor that I don't have to say a word to, but it seems like constantly I have to look at you and say, shoot it. Just shoot it, because no, she's not going to shoot it. She's just not. But, she just does such good things for us. And I keep telling her, all you need to do is just give us, 4 to 6 points. And, boy, that's huge for us,
Yep.
And she's capable of doing that. But she just does some really good things for us.
Yep.
She really does, no doubt.
So now you go into next week, you get a game. The girls are excited. They don't have 5 days of practice. I know that.
No doubt.
But
everybody celebrated that, yeah.
But it's also a good chance for you in that week to be able to put some things in and install some things and work on those on a Friday night.
It is. I tell you, losing the Tuesday game, we hate to lose the Tuesday game, but my heart breaks for Park Lane because they're really going through a tough situation.
That's
and it just, they've got 4 games to make up, and I don't know that we'll be able to make that game up, and I get it, I really do, and we certainly are thinking about them and praying for them because that's a tough situation, and so we've lost that game, but Hillcrest, once again, we called them, Josh called Hillcrest and said, we'd like to, if y'all are willing to play Friday, we'd like to play Friday, and they said, yeah, that'd be great. So we're going to Hillcrest playing Friday, but Brian, you're exactly right. We get 4 good days of practice that anything we need to iron out or anything we want to do, we get a chance to work on, and it'll be a big time for us because after that we've got, some big weeks coming up, and so it'll be big that we have a good week next week of practice.
And Coach, I don't want to jinx anything, but it seems like this team is finally starting to find a rhythm at the free throw line. how crucial is that for what we have coming ahead in the next 3 weeks?
Well, it's my saying, if you can't make free throws, you're just not going to last. You just aren't. And so it's huge that we're able, if we can get to that 70%, that would be absolutely huge for us. But, to be able to make free throws because, a smart team, they would look at some of the girls and say, let's look at this. Oh, boy, they're shooting 50%, 45. That's what we're going to do. We may not can stop them, but we can sure foul them, and send them to the free throw line. So it's going to be huge that we're able to make free throws. And I think you're right. I don't want to say a word about free throws, but Tommy, I think you're right on that, because I certainly don't want to jinx anything,
One final comment. It got between Tommy and I very dusty over here when Emma Roberts took the floor number one. Just to see her come on the floor, but then when she walked off the floor, I'm not sure which was more emotional for either of us, but we were, as dads and anyway, it was tough. But I don't know, and I rabbit trailed myself out of the question. Hang on. Emma Roberts. Oh, boy. What did I do to myself?
I don't know.
I don't know where I was going with that. Hang on. Give it a second. This music's killing me. It's so loud. We've given the chance to the girls to say hey to somebody, whatever, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about Bruce Summerall and what he means to Jackson Academy first, but then also to this building, the Raider Dome.
Okay. Boy, what a great man. He started back before I started at JA. He was here and then he left and then came back. And the things that he has given to Jackson Academy, to that other building over there, and just being a teacher. And, Courtney Kowalski, she was here tonight. And one of the things she said tonight, she said, Coach Sojourner, I got a chance to visit with Mr. Summerall. I said, did he teach you? She said, oh, yeah, of course. And so all the students that have been through that he's had a chance to teach. And, one of the things that I would love to do, I love to get with my girls and I say, what teacher, do you enjoy? Who really gives you some good information as far as teaching and everything? And it never fails that his name is always one of the ones that's brought up of, what they've learned in his class. And not just in the classroom, but just being around him and the things that, they learn just by watching him. And that is so true. And, just the fact that he's the head of the Honor Council and, that he mentors to so many people. And just talking to him, he'll talk to you a little bit about different ones that come back to him, and just talk to him about different things. And they're just people that come back to him just from college or out of college and say, Mr. Summerall, I need to talk to you about this. And he is so willing to talk to anyone and help anyone. And and gosh, in here, it's just been a trooper because he's been sitting over there for I don't know how many years.
19 years.
Okay, that many years. Just, calling names out and just saying good things about our people, our opponents, just, everything that needs to be said. And, that's hard for a family man to come, during basketball season on Tuesday night and then get up and be in a classroom and then come back on a weekend and be here on a Friday, Saturday, and then like come today and just, just everything. And he's just been so loyal and just so true. And I love it when he comes and finds me and says, I want to talk about your girls. And he'll just, he'll open up and we'll just talk. And he'll just give me real truthful things. And that's really means a lot to me. I tell you, I love him. I love what he's done for the school, and I love what he's done for our basketball programs.
Awful big shoes to fill when they hire the next Bruce Summerall, which they won't be able to hire another Bruce Summerall. But anyway, Mr. Summerall, we appreciate you, what you've done for JA, and especially what you've done for Jackson Academy basketball. A couple more weeks, and we'll be talking to you all the way through it. We won't be there Friday because of Jazzy. We got the show car thing going on there. Yep. I'm working on that lady to get to film it, hopefully. So hopefully we'll get that. But we'll look forward to chatting with you real soon.
That sounds great, guys. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
what
Coach.
y'all do. Y'all make it. I can't tell you how many times, every time, I even heard it about 4 times today, how much fun it is to watch you guys on whenever just they live stream, whatever it might be. Of course, I don't know all the terms for everything, but anytime they get a chance, they turn y'all on, and it's unbelievable. I even have people up in the Delta that just constantly talk about what a great job y'all do. And I keep telling them, yeah, I'm complaining to them because we can't get people in the stands because they stay home and watch you guys. It's just, it's incredible what y'all do.
There's one guy to thank, and his name's on our banner right up there in 1994. Scott Branning brought us together. We were friends before that, but he was in Greenville. I don't know if you know the story or not.
I don't know the story.
He was in Greenville, and it was the night before Scott passed away, and it was Washington School.
Yeah.
And he was sitting down below me. We were both and we knew that the end was very close for Scott, and so we were in a very somber mood. Coach Ball was there, all of us were, and I looked down there and I said, hey, would you come up here and just talk about Scott for a minute? And he talked about Scott at halftime of the boys' game. And then I looked at him and went, hey, you want to hang around for a minute and talk some basketball? And he did, and then he came out the next game, and he just kept coming back. And I was like, if you keep coming back, I'll keep putting you on the mic. I'm not going to pass that up. And 8 years later, almost 9 years later now, here TB and I have been doing hoops together since, all because of Scott.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a special thing that y'all do, and I hear it all the time. And thank y'all for doing that. And we love Scott Branding.
Yeah, we do.
We love Scott Branding.
It's our privilege and honor to be a part of the J family for sure.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
That
Coach.
is Coach Jan Sojourner, and that puts a wrap on this one. We've given you the players with the most heart. We've done all of our parts, and we will see you back here next week. I believe I'll be flying solo in Macomb. Yes? No? Yes?
To be determined. I would love to make it down there.
TBD.
But we will see. We will see.
TB is TBD.
That's right.
Or TBA. TB announced. To be announced. So with that said, so my wife doesn't get really angry at me, we will get out of here so I can clean all this stuff up and we get back to the house. Maybe one of the most special senior nights we've ever been a part of, and it's not even the ones for our daughters.
Really
so
cool.
You can only imagine how bad that one will be.
Oh, boy. Need Valium that night.
So he's Tommy Barnett for Coach Jan Sojourner, Coach Ronnie Rogers, David Sykes, our athletic director, and, of course, the entire administration of JA. This is Brandy Banks saying so long from the Raider Dome, and we want to remind you to attend the place of worship of your choice when you get the chance. And join us back here next time for continuing coverage of Jackson Academy Raider and Lady Raider basketball right here on the Raider Network. So long from Northeast Jackson.